All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get started on my 2010 S10. What I am focusing on today is maintaining the ignition system. So I loosened up the spark plug or the cables here. And what I'm gonna do next is start to pull those plugs out and then inspect them and then replace them. But kind of, as you guys can see right off the bat, I'm getting definitely a lot of grease right there, so probably time for the gasket for this cover to get replaced. It got quite a few leaks, so I mean a couple of repairs do have to be made to this, but we're gonna start off little by little, working our way, starting off with the spark plugs and the cables, and then take it from there. All right, I'm gonna start off with the number one here. All right, we went ahead, got it out. Let's see what it looks like. Oh man, these are definitely done. Let's compare it to a new one. All right, so this truck a while ago, when I looked at the live data, could completely see this thing just running 10% rich, meaning the system was adding fuel. And I just had a huge feeling, especially after checking for vacuum leaks, that this thing had not had the spark plugs or tune-up done in quite some time. And if that corrosion right there isn't enough to cause that, look at that. Freaking Noid is completely gone. All right, we were able to get the spark plug back into its socket. Bam, bam, bam. I'm gonna take my time here, doing it one cable at a time. That way there's no confusion. I mean, it's gonna be tough to screw this up from up top. I'm more concerned about trying to get back down here, and I think I might actually have to lift up the car and remove the wheel for it. But I'm gonna see if I can squeeze my hand up in there all the way to the back, and again, one by one, just be able to fill around and plug it in. All right, we got the torque spec set to 13 foot-pounds. Let's get this guy in. Perfect. That's what we want. All right, using my light here. Get it in. Yeah, and this was just as bad too. Hey, we recording over here, dude. All right, time to torque it. All right. There we go. All right, time for number 3. What do you think? The same result as number 1 and 2? This one's actually better. Still needs to get replaced though. All right, the new one, look at that. All right. And oops. but still got it there. All right, let's do that again. I had to fish it out. All right. Cool. All right. Give me that magic torque spec. Bam. All right, time to fish it out and put the last one in. Let's see if I can grab it from a different angle. Bam. Dude, this is stupid bad. But out of all four, this is probably the one with the most. Look at that. All right, now this one might be a little bit tougher because we got all these hoses in the way, but a good opening right there. Let's see, what angle can I take? Right there. All right. Broke it loose. I gotta love this little ratchet, triple, double action with the joints. All right, going for the last one here. Try to get the same angle and walk it in. And yep. There we go. All right, final one. There we go. Now to run the cables. All right. So sometimes it's really just peeling back a layer or two. Oh, this is going to make it so much easier. Now I can run it through with confidence. All right. That's not really giving me numbers. I got 2, 3. What the heck is this? Oh, 1, 4. This one's a 4. That's a 1. Okay. Upside down, as you can tell. Thank you for fucking with my dyslexia. All right. So we want this one. Cool. All right, interesting discovery. I'm pulling out the number 1, and as I'm pulling this, I found that at the other end, where it connects to, it was actually on the 4, which means if this has been replaced, probably got installed properly too. But I'm gonna look up the service manual and then figure out, because it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 as a 4-cylinder would normally be. So this should not be on number 4, which might be the reason why I'm getting the power loss, and because the spark plug, it's so worn, I'm surprised this thing is not misfiring. Oh, look at that. So definitely connected and properly. Front of vehicle, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just found this one on number 4. Someone made a mistake. Oh, this is going to be running so much better after I'm done with it. All right, so now that we figured out the order this is firing in, you see this? Why is number 1 still connected when I pulled it out, right? So here goes 4. Number 1 was connected on 4 from up there going down to the bottom. But we're going to go ahead, now that I understand this, pull it all out at once, and then we'll just run it through one by one and make the job a little bit quicker. All right, starting off with the number 1, get this sucker in. Oh yeah, that was on there. All right. All right. Pop up. Run it through here. And it actually should be on this side, on the outside. So let's see if that makes contact. Nope. So I am gonna have to run it through all that tight space. Unless, yeah, no way, because even if I had it here, this ain't gonna reach number 2. So let's go ahead, we'll run it through. I wish I would have had my cable puller, but let's see. Not that. Let's hope. See if I can reach it or find it. I don't want this, but there it is. Right behind that. And I gotta watch out for that other red rubber boot. But now I can make it to numero 1. Yeah, see. Bam! All right. I don't know why I didn't just aim my little headlight like that in the first place, but number 2. Bam. Bam. Same thing. Run it through. This is going to get tough. There we go. As long as we get it there, I think we should be able to pull it through. There it is, there it is. Come on, come on. trying to finesse it without breaking any other rusted wire. Try to get that up on top. All right, número dos. Cool. Now we'll move on to 3 and then 4. All right, number 3. All right, so installing that number 3, you kind of thinking this through, right? Because it's going to get crowded here. I might have made a mistake by following the last guy, and maybe he had reasons for doing it, because those are super short. But I wonder if I can kind of save a headache, kind of running it through the same, but let me see, getting it through here instead and just reroute. You dig? That way I'm not wrapping around, but I can kind of cut through without getting caught up right there. And I think that's the way it should have been done, and I just followed the last guy. Let's find out. Ahí está, mira. Yep, my way is better than the last way. The last way. There we go. Moving on to the last one. Okay. Bam, good. So put it here, same thing, run through, reroute. Bam. All right, there you have it. Time to fire it up and see how it runs. I'm gonna install the wheel first. Sounds a lot more better, huh?
Yeah.
Stronger?
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean up and then probably take it for a test drive. Oh, that sounds good. Oh man. Yep, let's go ahead, clean up and go.